We gonna?
All right. Sorry about that, Raider Nation. Welcome. We have the Wright State Raiders taking on NYU in a best-of-3 series match in VALORANT. Raiders are coming off of a big win over the Michigan Wolverines, and they're looking to keep things going against a foe they are familiar with this time around. NYU faced up against the Raiders in the play-in bracket, but they were only able to take 3 games total off of Wright State in a dominant win for them, and what was overall a pretty dominant night for them. And Wright State are looking to continue that success as they get started on their map pick, Bind. All right, Jabub, what are we looking at here? Raiders, this is a foe they're familiar with, so what exactly are we looking at for this opening series on Bind?
Well, as we saw from last week, the Raiders won their map pick on Bind versus the Wolverines in dominant fashion. But now they're facing against NYU, who, frankly, they dominated on the map of Haven, I believe, 13-2. So I think they know how they play, NYU plays, and the Raiders are just going to play like they normally have. And I think they're coming in here with the same comp. Tubby and Topaz feeling good on those double Senti. They've been doing really well, and we'll see how NYU does on this map.
Yeah, NYU will be starting out on the defense. Seems like Wright State have started a lot of these maps out on attack, but we're not complaining. We like a little offense around here. So far, Wright State lining up to send 3B to A, with the spike heading to B. And so far, B is the lighter side for the defense. And as we get stuck for this pistol round, Tubby is flashed off of his push onto B, but nothing comes of it quite yet besides just getting information for NYU. And some util used on the B site, but no action yet here for either side. Window now, trying to...
There.
Might have seen Phantom there, but the Viper util comes up to... Phantom steps through it, but right into the crosshairs of Window. That's gonna be an easy push on the B site for Wright State. Only the Viper left on the site for NYU. This is a 5v3 retake in favor of the Raiders, with both Zinej and one more NYU member trapped behind site, trying to wrap around the back of it, try and get an angle here, but so far Wright State not aware of it, but they're gonna have to break through that util. Ooh, that's gonna... That util they tried to use that util to try and get something going, but that just let them, Wright State, know exactly where they were. Soggy Bread finally gets onto the board here for his team, but that is all he's gonna get. It's a clean pistol round to open this one up from the Raiders.
Yeah, great round from the Raiders. Standard the pistol round. They love to take that shower control with Tubby at the start of the round, and it did pay off as Tubby does pick up 2 and 1 in showers in that round. And there's great patience by the Raiders, just waiting and waiting for NYU to push out of their Viper util, and it cost Phantom their life and cost them the round.
Looking at the buy here, I don't think... yeah, Tubby already on the board. I don't think NYU bought a single gun. I think they're all working with default pistols. Window tosses a grenade through there as they start to slowly chip away at the NYU defense at all corners of the map. The Viper already down, and so's Nahadian. It's just the Yoru left at full health. The other two left to Just a hair as Window. I know he's there, but not going to be able to get anything. Just going to chip him down with the pistol. Is Phantom will get both of the remaining NYU players are left in B site with. It will be an easy plant in A site for Wright State. I mean, you could think about saving, but it's really early on, and all you got are pistols. You might as well go for it. They're just holed up right here, not moving at all.
Seems like NYU does not want to give Wright State the ult orbs into their ultimates. So they're just going to be sitting back and just waiting, maybe trying to catch them by surprise and getting a pick for themselves, but doesn't look like it. But also, they're nowhere close to dying to bomb. Seems like they might actually just save these classes, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I think that is what we're looking at. Neither of them have moved at all. They're just gonna save the classics and move on. Easy 2-0 for the Raiders. Oh, and Tubby will even claim an exit kill for him.
Very odd decision by NYU there, as now Zen has like no money to go into the next round, as we see with a Bulldog light shield buy, and if Zen would have fallen, I believe they would have been able to buy a Vandal and shield, but nonetheless, as we see from the last round, that Tubby's been dominant in the showers position. See if he gets another pick here.
Oh, he came close. He came close to fulfilling the prophecy, but Window,
the collat. And long, what a play, but Tubby goes down into the shower position, but there's an empty site for the Raiders.
Yeah, Mahadian does claim the second kill of the night so far for NYU. Like you said, this should be an easy plant for the Raiders. They've got 3 on site with their Sky still lurking about in the to defend the flank. We're still not seeing a whole lot of movement here from NYU. They've got 3 up. It's only a 4v3 in favor of Wright State. There's certainly worse looks you could have.
It just
but they're getting stared at. Yeah, they send one person in. Wright State had 2 crosshairs because they had to know they were back sight, and that's going to be all she wrote. That's the best they could do.
I'll find you.
Again from NYU, just saving here, or trying to save, but Summer has something to say about that.
If you won't come to me, I'll come to you. Summer will get traded out at least, but right now at NYU are, I hate to say it, but they're not putting up too much of a fight so far. As we head into round 4, they still can't buy too much.
Yeah, we only see the Sage Rifle from Soggy Bread, and now Phantom thinking about a buy. Very unsure. Actually, they give their rifle to Phantom.
A lot of confidence in that Yoru player. So far, they've got 4 of their 5 defenders. 4 of their 5 defenders pushing through mid from A site. They will at least find Tubby. And now the Sky player's got to be careful. Summer will find one with the Outlaw, another with the pistol. Flash comes out.
Didn't see him.
Didn't see him, but it's still incredible by Summer to at least find 2 there to even up the odds. And now it's just the Viper who will get caught out by the util. This is another free plant for Wright State.
Maybe NYU will go for this one, as it looks like they are showing some intent. The Fade is coming over.
They do find Topaz, the Sage. It's 2v2. This might finally be NYU's chance to make a dent here. Both of them gonna push into the site. The Yoru clone goes out, but Window's got the angle! 4-0 lead for the Raiders. Just when they tried to get back into that one, Window cuts them down.
Great recovery by the Raiders, losing a couple players in the beginning of the round. I do like NYU's position at the start of the round, just the gamble for in that A space. However, none of the Raiders were there, so they would just be able to push up and backstab Tubby in the back with those sheriffs.
Yeah, that played. Oh, Wright State might be full sending on the. Ooh, the full send on the A side hasn't worked out so far. 2 of them fall already.
There's another.
Util has completely blocked this one out. NYU. I've read this assault like a book so far. Wright State escaped with just 2. CS Leaf still trying to make his way onto A site here, trying to find somebody poked out. Phantom did take his gaze away from where he was.
Yeah, but CS Leaf has no more smokes to work with, and you have to deal with 3 players on the site and an op.
Phantom does find Topaz. CS Leaf finally takes one of these NYU players down. We've seen him do a lot with very little, but I think this might be too little even for him. They've got to come through the... Finds one, but finally cut down by Kate. It's the NYU finally making on their way onto the board.
Yeah, the NYU, great round. Good first blood and another second pick from Soggy. But I just want to highlight Phantom Op. They got the Op in his hands at an early round, and look, he gets a kill. He gets a first blood, and then it opens up the map for the rest of his team. A 4v5 becomes a 3v5, and there's no way, or it's really hard for the Raiders to come back from that one.
All it took was that one round to get this NYU economy back in gear. Phantom finds another one with the Op. Wright State still trying to make their way onto A site once again. 3 defending. Make that 2 after CS Leaf finds Soggy Bread.
Right here.
Util has been placed all over this site, but Wright State should get a plant here. It'll be a 4v4 retake. The op shot goes wide that time as Topaz uses his revive ult to bring back Window.
Cutting through.
To put the odds back in favor of Wright State. Summer finds 1. 2 more are stuck behind those blocks. Summer cuts him down. It's 3 kills for him. And Wright State handle that retake perfectly.
Flawless on the round for the Raiders. I wasn't sure. I actually was not a flawless. We did have a Sage res, but it looks like a flawless. All 5 players were living at the end of the round.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good op from Phantom. Good opening pick again, like I mentioned last round, but the Raiders adjusted, and they flooded the site with a bunch of smokes and got into sight pretty easy. That Sage wall in that U-Haul position, blocking off 2 players, really sealed them around. But now NYU do not have the weapons this round.
Now Wright State trying a B push here. It'll be 3v2 if they do go for it. The Canadian shot will get the angle onto CS Leaf to stymie this Wright State offensive. Teleport is up, but that would be going to the worst of the defense for NYU here, as Summer Scouts will find both of them. We'll find 2 of the defenders for NYU on A site. And we do have Tubby, looks like, and Summer wrapping back to the western half, as we do have some shots going wide in mid. Some of those staying on A site, trying to find something to even things up, and they will! But the spike is still on B site. Wright State, 30 seconds to work with here. The blocks will catch Canadian shot on the western side of the site. This defense is starting to fall apart for NYU. They're going to have to make another push outside of the back of the site. And Window has a great angle on this entryway with the shotgun. .3v4 retake. Tubby finds the head of Soggy Bread before being traded out, but Windows still got that angle. I referred to, they will get traded out, but not enough as Summer will finish the job. Wright State take a 6-1 lead.
Yeah, great round from the Raiders. But kind of scary for the Raiders at the same time as Nadian is getting these eco kills with the Sheriff. He's proven to be dangerous every time, getting at least one. Now, when they did get CS Leaf, I was a bit worried because there's no smokes coming on the site for that B site, but it didn't matter with that Sage Wall.
Blinded.
A lot of ults available for both sides. 4 available on NYU, 3 for Wright State. CS Leaf is... Oh, the shots will reveal Phantom to Topaz. And now there's only 2 defenders on this site, with 4 Wright State Raiders looking to jump through. It's the Rays shotgun looking for a target. Will find its mark. Wright State will get this plant down. It'll be a 4v2 retake in their favor, with Nahadian caught in the side of that site yet again. Kate in back with Window taking that same angle. The util will land in their vicinity, but Kate's gonna have to look elsewhere if they want to get in. Meanwhile, Nadian shot jumps in, will find one. Still got a lot to do, trying to find CS Leaf. But CS Leaf is too fast. It's all up to Kate now. They will find Window, but they will find no more. They're out of time. Wright State, 7-1 will be the new score as we...
Pry open their minds. Find the weakness.
Yeah, a great round from the Raiders. I mean, again, Window with the Rays all coming in and cleaning up backside, but as we do see a timeout from NYU, talking things over with their team because they're down 7-1 and don't want to make a repeat of what happened last time they ran into the Raiders.
Yeah, Wright State, things looked firmly in their favor the first few rounds. It's been a bit shakier as the match has gone on, but they've still been able to find those wins when they need it. But all 5 ults are now available for NYU. If they're ever going to start turning things around, it's going to be in these next couple matches.
I wonder if they're going to make a play for this round and force buy, seeing the economy is not all flush with the team, as we have Phantom and Soggy Bread kind of cannot afford a rifle. I wonder if they're going to make a game plan and just base off of this round, or take an eco round here and make the game plan for the next round. As we see the tour de force come out from Tubby, so he's going to switch it up and look for this long angle. And it looks like NYU are going to kind of save with Kate with the only one carrying the rifle over from the last round.
We all know how dangerous Tubby can be with that tour de force. All he needs is an angle. So far, NYU not giving it to them. It's just him alone on B site, and it looks like NYU have read that this is going to be an A site push from the rest of the Raiders. The Hellfire will come down, but Window will open up as it's going to be a teleport across mid. Wright State have recognized that B site is completely empty, but Phantom teleports behind them, will find one. But Window will trade it out. This should be good push to Tubby though. But they didn't check the other angle, and Tubby cuts him to ribbons. He didn't even need the tour de force for that one.
Didn't even need to use it. Didn't matter. as Tubby picks up 2 in that U-Haul in Summer with the little backstab of them just trying to deal with Tubby. Now I do want to point out
That's a good spot.
Phantom with the op, and they only invested Kate's fade ult into that round, but the Raiders dealt with it so nicely by just pivoting and TPing with Tubby's space throughout the map. And as we're going to go back to what the Raiders have been doing the whole game, which is Tubby showers kill.
And as soon as you say it, it does get traded out on the other side, but it is Tubby finding the opening kills. CS Leaf not far behind him. The Sky ult does come down to flash Kate away. They have to spray out an entire mag just to keep themselves in the game for this one. Alright, Raiders slowly trying to make space. It's Tubby again. Finding Kate this time. As Topaz does take the teleport over to get the spike onto A site. Just 2 members of NYU are still available to try to deny the Raiders of this round, but they already have the spike planted. Tubby was out there, but Canadian shot gets pushed away. Topaz
just sees the ponytail.
Last player standing.
Ponytail shots are not headshots. Tubby keeps the train rolling. Zin will at least find 1 exit kill, but that's going to be all they can get unless they get the better of Summer here, but they will not. Wright State keep the train moving.
Yeah, 9-1. As I look at the scoreboard, I do want to point out Topaz here, 1, 3, and 4. You would think, if you just look at the stat line, that he hasn't done that much, but every single B push that the Raiders have done has been stopped with a wall in that elbow position, which gives them so much space and has so much impact in this game.
Very key to these Raider offenses. And Topaz has also been the spike carrier more often than not. He's bringing the spike B side with Window in front of him. Soggy Bread thought he might have had something with that spray, not able to get it that time.
Feels like if I'm Zen here, I'm going to invest this Viper's Pit as soon as I hear noise, but Phantom with the bandit kill through the shower position they took, but Zen is alone on site by himself.
Oh, they haven't found Zin yet, but they don't hear the plant! And Zin goes down with the Viper ult still in his pocket. Spike down B for the Raiders.
So your ult is committed to go through spawn, but it doesn't really pick up any info as the Raiders planted bomb and Summer gets a free kill.
NYU had all these ults ready, but they haven't been able to find much of any value with them. Now, NYU are starting to gain ground in this B site. They take out Window, but the Raiders have 2 good angles from that spot. It's just Kate alone. Raiders are moving to double digits, 10-1 already.
Out of charges.
Yeah, it seems like NYU had a good idea pre-round. I still don't know what the point of the URL was. They knew they were planting bomb, and maybe it was just a bit of miscommunication there, as they did push 3 showers at the beginning of the round, got a pick in showers, and was really good gameplay at the beginning, and then towards the end of the round they did invest the Waylay ult from Canadian, but it was just no time left on the round. Could not get it together.
So last round of the half, Soggy Bread does find the opening kill onto Summer. NYU Soggy Bread keeps it going against the part of the Raider offensive. If I'm NYU, after an opening like that, you want to be walking away with this one as Wright State, their last 3 standing members start to rotate towards A, as Kate rotates away from A towards B. It's just 2 NYU members on site. Soggy Bread has to be careful not to step into these Wright State crosshairs. I should have seen him there.
I believe Topaz is going to go here for the res.
is not over.
Might as well use it. Last one. Oh, but they're going to get caught in the ult, but not killed. Do buy some time there as 40 seconds remain. You're right, they did use the ult to bring back Window.
And NYU are finally rotating their members over to A.
Left.
It's going to be a 4-on-4 on this side of A, but Nadian actually goes back.
Yeah, 4-3. Soggy Bread still got a good angle, but not good enough to stop the bouncing Window with the bazooka, and Window keeps it going. They're going to get the plant. Canadian shot does even things up, but Tubby takes out the head of Phantom. It's just 2 members of NYU, and they're all back site. Wright State knows exactly where they are.
Slow now.
Canadian shot jumps in, but he will find at least one, but he will not escape Topaz. It's only Zin to try and make this half look a little bit better, but that time is running out.
And the spike is walled. He cannot get to it in time, but Tubby goes down.
Ooh, it's gonna be hard. No, he has to go in for the defuse, and Topaz runs through. It's an 11-1 half for Wright State as we switch sides.
Yeah, as we saw in the last round, slowly but surely, NYU did invest all of their ults, and unfortunately, Zen did invest their Viper ult on that B site, where the Raiders didn't even look towards.
It's the same thing I was saying again. They're just not finding the value, in some cases, any value out of these ults. And at a certain point, when you're down like that, you have to count on those to help you turn the tide. And if you're spending the Oro ult like that, spending the Viper ult like that, then it's going to be hard.
Toxins going up.
Wright State on the defense now. Summer opens things up on the second pistol round of the evening. Not a whole lot of movement. Topaz might be an awkward spot here, but Nayan hasn't moved. Does finally move to take out Summer, but Topaz takes out the only other NYU member on B site. Just 3 left standing for them, with the spike still back mid. Zinej gets taken down, and NYU have members on opposite sides of the map, and Topaz catches out Nayan. It's just the Yoru left standing and he doesn't even have the spike in his hands yet.
But the Raiders haven't seen the spike this round yet, so they have no idea where the spike is, but I mean, 27 seconds, 4v1.
Yeah, at a certain point, you gotta start moving. Because that's all well and good, but you gotta get the spike down in 15 seconds, and you're just gonna get caught out by Tubby there. Wright State are 1 away.
Match point.
I will remind the audience at home that this is the Raiders map pick, and I mean, NYU with the last-ditch effort timeout, just maybe get their team and mental confidence back for the next map, or just see if they can pull one back here, but just something to get them back on the right track and get them in the mindset for just playing well for the rest of the match.
Yeah, just something to clear the mental, and something just to, like, this one's probably a wash, but maybe you can win 1 or 2 just to get your hands warmed back up and
keep your heads up.
Yeah, keep your head up, because A 13-1 loss can be pretty devastating, and that's not what we want to see. We want to see a good match here. But yeah, so far, big performance from Window, 16-9. With a lot of these, I remember you talking about how much he loves those shotguns, and those have worked out well for him. He's taken a lot of great angles.
Because we're probably going to see just a stinger rush here from NYU on the attack side as Window wastes the satchel free round, but I don't know if that's really going to matter in the grand scheme of things, but...
Yeah. So, do you know why some of these teams just don't take the spike at first?
So, the general idea is, since if we look at the map here, NYU's running a little bit of a default here. And so when they finally pick the site, they can go and grab the spike back, but Cadian gets one. And so now they'll look back and get the spike here and probably go hit a site here. So it looks like it's probably going to be towards A.
Wright State, they did lose Window on A site, but they've still got a B.
They found my trap.
With that outlaw. And CS Leaf to even things up. Tubby's just spraying. Just spraying. Soggy Bread might get the first plant down. And he will, with Wright State starting to push through the back of the site. CS Leaf almost got caught reloading, but does find one before falling. Summer, a menace on site right now. He's got Tubby backing him up. And Wright State will get the defuse here. It's going to be a 13-1 final score on Bind. GG in the chat.
Defenders win.
GG.
The city is safe once more.
And that's going to take a... that's going to make the Raiders only have conceded only 3 rounds total from NYU from 2 maps total. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I think the Raiders just know this team very well and are just simply better. But we'll see on NYU's map pick as we are coming up on Pearl.
Yeah, and that's one you said that the Raiders are pretty confident on too, right?
Yeah, the Raiders have been very good at it. They had a 13-1 in their placement matches on Pearl, and I believe they got the win against the game we didn't stream on Pearl, 13-10. So yes, it is one of the Raiders' better map picks, but we have not seen NYU on this map. Maybe they have a different comp, they have something. They're just more comfortable on Pearl here. I don't know.
Yeah, at any rate, we will toss you over to break, but don't go anywhere. We've got a whole nother map of Wright State Valorant to play. Welcome back, Raider Nation. If you're just tuning in, Wright State just won the first map of this best-of-3 series against NYU, 13-1 in absolute dominant fashion. NYU will look to make this second map, their map selection, Pearl, look at least a little bit closer, hopefully. And Wright State, though, you said previously, are also pretty good at this map, but how do you think their strategy is going to be here on Pearl?
I mean, their strategy is kind of what we've been seeing, but as they will switch to the double duelist for this map, they're very comfortable with it, with Summer on that Yoru and Window on the shotgun neon user. But as we're going to see a lot of impact from Topaz, as he did really well last time on Pearl. I mean, they're going to start on attack. I think we're going to see a lot of good A hits from them. They have the good Fade and Fade util for the A site, and Neon and Yoru is pretty easy to get into. But as we look at the side of NYU, they have a Vise here, which is kind of good to see if you are Wright State, because you do have the counter of the Yoru.
Alright, yeah, we know how much Neon loves those shotgun kills, and Neon gives him a lot of util to get close really fast. But, yeah, Pearl is at least the first time I've ever commentated it, so it's going to be nice to get a change of pace here, as Wright State will once again be starting out on attack. It looks like the full force of their attack is at least at this point lined up to go B site, but
I'm out of here.
I will like to say Topaz does like to look up that B long by himself sometimes, but I don't think we're going to see in this opening pistol round, as we're looking at actually like an A hit here.
Yeah, you did say they like their A hits on this map, and that is exactly where everybody is lined up to start round 2 between Wright State and NYU. Right now, it's Window and Topaz going through mid. Haven't found anything yet. Soggy Bread will find the heart of the Wright State offensive, but Window's jumping in. What are we doing here, gang? Shotgun finally finds Kate as they just kind of danced around each other there for a minute. Topaz, though, not to be forgotten. CS Leaf keeps it going. Tubby will get the easy plant here. 5v2 in this opening pistol round for Wright State.
Last
Will
player
Topaz
standing.
peek? I mean, he's in a good position, but ooh,
Zin will find one. But he is all alone with multiple Raiders looking at him. It's going to be it's looking like the second verse is going to be the same as the first here early on for Wright State.
yeah, indeed, Soggy Bread. That is the world's strongest turret from Topaz. As we get some banter in the chat. Yeah, I mean, Raiders love their A hit. I mean, it's a good A hit. Some weird, funky business is going on with Window and Kate in that art position, but yeah, I mean, they're gonna see a B hit here.
Even the coach is getting in on it. Yeah, definitely a B hit this time from the Raiders. The Neon util will help them get on the site here as Window jumping through. There's 3 of them lined up, and he knocks them down.
Watch out.
Window looking right at home on the Neon
Spike
before
planted.
getting finally taken down by Phantom with the Outlaw.
Covering it.
Well, the Soggy Bread is dead to rights at the moment. They know exactly where he is. Topaz keeping him out.
Standing.
Phantom had a good angle, but not good enough. Topaz finishes things up on the other side of the map. 2-0 for Wright State.
Yeah, I mean, good round from Wright State, as it looks like NYU is going into mostly a full buy here on their should-be buy round, as we're going to see a Bulldog and a Bucky out.
Heading to the above.
As we did see last round that Phantom did acquire an Outlaw from his teammate Zen. So they'll be going with the Bucky.
Topaz, he was 1v3 but still found one before having to back off. They're sending the dogs after him. He still hasn't given up a bad angle. Topaz is gonna get out of here before finally getting taken out by Nahian's shot.
Time to jump.
But Window trades it out on the other side of the map. In their fervor to try and take out Topaz, they've left A-Site completely unguarded. Window's got his weapon of choice in hand.
Might see a battle of shotguns here in the R position.
And Window's gonna win that every time. Let's take Kate now out in the open with CS Leaf. Oh, they will get the better of Tubby and CS Leaf, but Window looking unstoppable with this shotgun. Kate is out of time, looks like. Well,
Kate is just opting to save 20 HP with a rifle, and yeah, it's not hopeful when you have a Neon here with that
Neon's
judge.
looking for him. Oh, but we'll just give Kate the third kill.
Weapon here.
Wright State, keep it rolling, was a bit shaky at the end thanks to rogues from Kate, but not enough to stem the tide.
It looks like NYU, we've seen for the past couple of maps, likes to save quickly on these first couple of rounds in the map, keeping the rifle rotation and not going for many clutches. But as we'll see here, it's kind of a forced buy other than Nadian, with some like Guardian, Bulldog, an Outlaw, but Topaz
Topaz
ever
lethal. Oh, jumps right on the site. Gonna be a B site this time, but the spike is still in mid. And Window keeps cleaning up shop before finally taken out by Kate. Still gonna be a likely 4v2 retake here. Plant is not down yet. Summer
Player standing.
is the first spotted, but not the first to fall.
Spike planted.
CS Leaf gets out of there, he's low HP, and Summer does Summer things.
Yeah, both of the duelists here for Wright State, the Neon and the Yoru, doing great things so far. Summer has yet to take a death.
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood.
This isn't wood, but close enough. Yeah, Wright State looking just as dominant as they were in map number 1. 4-0 is the starting score.
See Topaz again with his Outlaw and gets another pick.
Window though finally taken out before they can do any damage. Tubby trying to spray through the util.
Yeah, Kate's had a couple good kills for NYU here. Kind of been their step-up player for this map so far.
Seems to be the only one holding things together so far. Hasn't amounted to any rounds back in their favor. But things are 4v4 right now with the spike rotating back towards B site for Wright State. Only one defender with... Oh, but Zin! They didn't know he was on site. It takes one, and this plant is still a B plant. That just got very hard for Wright State.
Got 40 seconds, but he's Soggy Bread rotating off of A, and CS Leaf has the space. He's telling his team to come back.
30 seconds left.
Soggy Bread could definitely be caught off guard by him.
Can he hold? Oh, he doesn't have the angle.
timing.
He doesn't know. But Soggy Bread doesn't know either. CS Leaf has claimed A site for Wright State with 15 seconds to spare. They should get this plant down unless somebody comes through mid, but I don't think they have the
10
time.
seconds left.
With barely any time to spare, they will get the plant down. Still waiting for Topaz to rotate back on the site to join them. But CS Leaf keeps things moving, taking out the best performing NYU player, Kate.
There.
Hubby's behind that wall. Nadian has no idea where anybody is.
So he does have that Fate ultimate. Thought about using it and didn't.
Did jump in. He is trying to defuse. Will take out one, but Topaz trades it out so far. CS Leaf still has the angle. CS Leaf swings and gets his third kill of the round to seal the deal for the Raiders.
I mean, that was CS Leaf's round. Just playing the patient game, lurking into A as soon as Soggy Bread gets out of sight and just walks in and secures the round for them.
And Coach Rick will burn the first time out for NYU. Not quite everything is going bad. You've got Kate making some great plays, but you just aren't able to find your footing once again. It's the lead. You're down 0-5 already after the first map was 13-1. What are you saying to your players at this point?
Which it looks like, I mean, if I'm saying to my players, I mean, we're going into a buy round this time where we have good points going into the next round. We could see a lot of ults come. We have like 7 out of 8 on Zen's ult and Nahian's ult, and we have Kate's ult up, very powerful ult, and we do see the Phantom op again, which was pretty good in getting this first kills on Bind, but NYU couldn't finish up the rounds. I do want to point out the last round, though, with Summer not clearing the corners and Zen getting the better of him and just trying to walk through that Vise wall. I think the Raiders are going to just look here and actually clear that corner this time, but we'll see if they keep clearing that corner or not, as we have Phantom with the op.
Yeah, it looks like a complete B push, but we know how good Phantom can be with the op. Can't find anything that time. As we have Wright State Summer fully using a dimensional shift to get on the site. CS Leaf will open up yet again. Wright State have control of B site. Tubby going for the plants and tried to find an angle, but has to watch their back. CS Leaf gets caught mid by Nayan.
What's unfortunate here is you don't have your Fate ultimate anymore, but you do have that Waylay ult. I think NYU should invest that into this round, but doesn't look like they will.
Window gotten back. He will get taken down, but Summer will trade him out. Summer keeps going.
But the time is low. You got an Astro Star for the spike.
It fell down. Summer takes out Nayan. It's just Phantom, and he's going to retreat to keep that op in safety. Wright State, keep it going, 6-0.
I don't know. I think the Kate going down there, the first one going down early in the round, kind of cost NYU the round. I mean, you had that powerful Fate ultimate to retake and couldn't stall with it, couldn't do anything with it. With Kate down, see here, NYU does have 4 ults though for this next round.
Yeah, but the question is if they get into the same trap they did last map, where they had all these ults ready, and they hung on to them too long and then used them in inopportune times. So we'll have to see if they're able to get better usage out of them this time. Window only getting a little bit of chip damage down onto Kate. Just a lot of carnage in mid so far. Nayan has to jump out of there. Window on very low health from the exchange. And no Sage this time. Soggy Bread all alone. Cut down by Summer. He was the last vestige holding off A site as Summer makes it even worse. Take out somebody from mid. So A site is now free for Wright State. He goes going forwards.
3 HP.
He wants Phantom. He's just running around in backside trying to find somebody. Meanwhile, it looks like all 4 of the remaining NYU players, Nayan jumps in, but cut down immediately.
No charges.
Kate
Last player standing.
able to find something in Trey before they go down. It's all Phantom all alone again. He's trying to run away with that op in hand once again, but Wright State out for blood. Will be Window jumps in, but Phantom gets the better of him that time. But still, damage has been done. 7-0 is your score.
So close there from Phantom, losing that off at the end of the round there, but so we're gonna see an op coming in from the Raiders themselves also in Topaz. I mean, it's not gonna hurt. As you see, I mean, you got one left for Phantom's ult to take site, and you got a pretty good site, good plan coming in here, but I mean, for a retake. We're gonna see a push from NYU. Might catch the Raiders off guard.
Not that time. Nayan trying to go for the kill, but Phantom. He got so many good op shots to open rounds earlier, but the Neon ult coming down from Window will find Zin, and Raiders will storm. Oh, the B side is open, but Window got caught out, but Tubby will take out Soggy Bread. It is once again just Phantom alone with... It's just a man and his op.
Spike planted.
Should be another easy round for Wright State. They've got B-side down again, and Phantom's running for the hills.
Yep, it's going to be some jam time here, as I like to say in the Counter-Strike community. Just chilling with the op, we got to save it. I mean... As you look at the back of that round, I mean, we have the Raiders going through mid with the Neon ult, Window taking so much space. The Raiders did see 3 members go up that B long, and they were like, hey, I don't think anyone's watching mid then. And so Window goes in with that Neon ult and backstabs, and it worked really well for the Raiders. And again, I mean, no ults being used for NYU, but you got the Raiders definitely using their ults to their advantage.
Yeah, I mean, they keep holding on to these ults now, all 5 ready, but maybe they're just looking for a good window. And I understand you're not getting a lot of windows to use them because it's 8-0 and not in your favor. But at a certain point, you're gonna have to use them, otherwise you're looking at another 13-1, if not worse.
Time to jump.
Wright State looking to keep their momentum going. So Wright State sending 3 through mid. Window running forward. Sends the walls down. Not able to find much of yet, but the damage of getting Wright State onto A site without much trouble at all has been done. Soggy Red. Window comes through with the shotgun, and it's just a Raider avalanche. Flawless here in round 9. What do you say about that one? It's all 5 ults still ready, but you just get ran over again and again and again.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that they didn't use any ults that round. I mean, all they had was an operator and nothing else for that round, and they were going in there with an eco round. Now it's their buy round. They rebought the op into Phantom's hands, but I think we should see some here. If not, I mean,
Who's next?
I don't know what to say.
I feel like so much the game plan for Wright State has just been send Window and Summer in and see what they can do, and it's been working every time.
Oh, the way they refract punishes Nahan there. But Soggy Bread with 2.
Soggy Bread able to keep things even, but Summer 2v2 Phantom with the op.
Spike planted.
Will this finally be NYU's round? But Window, we know how dangerous he can be. Jumps through, slides in, 1v1. Phantom misses the op, and it's Window to keep things perfect for Wright State. 10-0. If there was ever a window, it was right there. Timeout number 2 coming down from Coach Rick. Jabob. They were so close.
It was so close indeed. I mean,
Window and Summer are just on heaters right now. They look completely unstoppable.
yeah, definitely. I mean, there was light at the end of the tunnel when Soggy Bread got 2 in that street position, but I mean, Window might be him.
It might be him.
Yeah, 10 HP, dry swing and op is crazy to me, but I mean, he finds the kills and the round. I mean, I feel like if I'm Coach Rick coming to this timeout, I'm gonna repeat it every time until they use them.
Five ults up.
We have 5
Use
ults.
them.
I mean, they're gonna be on like I think they might force buy here. I'm not sure, but they got an eco. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see any ults. But as we look like, there's just gonna be some shotguns purchased from NYU. Looks like it's gonna be a save, and they're gonna invest all of their util into the next round. Is basically what I would be if I was the coach in this situation.
Well, they've seen the shotguns work so well for Window. Maybe they're taking a page out of that playbook. Wright State now. Sure, they're forced going mid. Like I said, only shotguns and pistols, so not a whole lot of long range for NYU.
Surprised we don't see Nahan on the sheriff, as he did get a couple in bind and was successful with it.
Oh, it's Soggy Bread in an absolute grinder after being spotted by the util Window. Pops him down with a shotgun. The waylay jumps above his head, but it doesn't matter.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, it's just it's not much to say about NYU.
I mean, it's just all about the Raiders today and Window.
Did you find something?
Window does lose the shotgun battle for once, but
flashed out. Summer with the 3K. It's like you might find Summer on an off round, you might find Window on an off round, but you're not going to find both of them on an off round. That's how this one has gone so far. And Wright State are 1 away from the perfect half, 2 away from the perfect map. Still got all 5 ults.
yeah, but I'm going to the side of the Raiders, as Topaz still hasn't used their ult either, but I mean, there's been no need to. I mean, but yeah, I just want to point out, just Window and Summer here just dominating. It's been incredible to see.
Summer though. Oh, it finds one, but at the cost of his life. Soggy Bread does get hit by the util though.
Fake teleport.
So again, no Fate Ultimate coming in for this last round of the half. Unfortunate, but Gideon gets a pick mid and gets traded though.
Just 2 left standing. It's just Topaz and I believe that's CS Leaf, yes. If you're ever going to use your ults, now's the time. You got to win this one.
I mean, Phantom is looking dominant with this op. Got it before and gets another.
Find CS Leaf all up to Topaz, but Topaz answers with a shot of his own.
We definitely should see a Visal here from Zen, but Topaz...
coming down, Topaz finds Zen. No, surely not. Surely not. They're going to get the plant down. Topaz, have mercy. Soggy Bread, the last hope of NYU to find something here. He's in the Back of the site. Soggy Bread has to go for the defuse. He's all alone. Topaz. He might find the angle on Topaz. Oh,
the
bot,
turret.
the sentry bot.
Obscuring vision.
2 mollies on the spike. This would be hard for Soggy Bread. Just gotta
He finds Topaz, and he's got the time. NYU finally at least avoid being 13-1'd.
Well divided.
After Soggy Bread finding the heroics. 11-1 is your
Switching
score, at
sides.
least for now. Momentum, says Kate. That's what we like to hear.
Momentum.
Summer with a 19-4. Ooh.
Yeah, 19-4. I mean, Window is 15-9, but I mean, Window is hyper-aggressing every round. I'm not surprised to see him have 9 deaths in 12 rounds.
Wright State move to the defense. And that's the bad part for NYU. You finally win one on offense, but now you gotta go to defense. But this is their map pick, so they might have something cooked up for us here on offense. Looks like a mid push, at least for now.
Yeah, money reset. I mean, you don't have to deal with Wright State's economy. Boosted economy, everyone's at the same now, other than the score line.
Yeah, but the other thing is that you have yet to win a pistol round against Wright State. Summer
Fake teleport.
jumps up, but breaks through window.
Give him a
What can
kiss
you do?
through the smoke.
But Nadian shot was getting chipped down, but does find Tubby
Spike
before
down B.
down. But Summer starts to
One
turn the
enemy
tide, but
died.
CS Leaf walks right into the crosshairs of Zin. Will we see back-to-back rounds for NYU? Phantom going for the plant, but Topaz. Topaz finds one to make it a 1v2. Very low health on the waylay.
Yeah, they're gonna group up together.
Group up together, and they do find back-to-back rounds. They have won multiple rounds against Wright State for the first time.
Today.
They do have momentum.
They do have momentum. I mean, as we're gonna see the Raiders, I mean, this is the first time not going into the round with a weaker bye than NYU. So we're gonna see maybe just a forced bye to just try to end it. I mean, they got all the rounds, the whole half to play with to win 2 rounds. So I'm not surprised to see a forced bye here from the Raiders.
Well, it's going to be an all-out B push with only Summer defending it. Jumps away before getting taken out, but did take quite a bit of damage. Summer got caught in the animation. The rest of Wright State as they swarm back on this B site, but Nadian finds Topaz, but things get evened up.
Down B.
3v2 in favor of NYU. But CS Leaf finds one with that shot. Things are even with the spike hasn't been planted yet.
Yeah, I mean, Soggy Bread's worried about this Marshall in heaven. I mean, they're just waiting for the Raiders to push, but the Raiders are just holding their ground.
Oh, I thought Tubby was swinging through there, right towards the rifle. Can't find Soggy Bread. It's all up to CS Leaf. We've seen him clutch up so many times for the Raiders in the past, but right now he doesn't have a good angle.
30 seconds left.
Spike still hasn't been planted.
Soggy Bread is gonna plant in a safe position.
Spike planted.
Spots out the gun barrel.
Still spraying.
Both players are one tap to this gun to the body.
CS Leaf pulls the Marshall back out. Jumps down! Finds one!
Knows where the other player is, believe.
Swipes out for the rifle, but he does not have the angle. It's a 3rd round for NYU.
I want to point out that smoke from Soggy Bread right before they perished. The great one-way from into where it starts in heaven and one way's out to CT. And then when CS Leaf drops, he got one way to buy their smoke so Zen could get that kill. CS Leaf could not find the angle because of that smoke, and that won them the round. I mean, Great smoke by Soggy Bread, and, you know, good couple string of rounds from NYU here. I mean, we're seeing why it's their map pick.
NYU not going quietly, but they've still got a lot on their plate. 11-3 is your score. Looking like another mid push, but Taupe swings through, but can't find anything. Gonna be pushed into A here. Tubby gets hit by the util, has to walk away from the fight, at least for now. Ninian still has an angle on him. He pushes through to no avail. Window takes one for the Raiders, but the rest of his team's getting cut down. It's all down to Summer, and they know exactly where he is. Ooh, takes one, takes two. It's Nadian just on the side with a sliver of HP, but Summer's not turning to look. Nadian's shot gets a 4th round for NYU.
But that was such a close round. I mean, Nadian and Summer combined had the HP of like 30. Summer with 5, or Nadian with 5 with the regen shields, and Summer with like 20 HP. It was like anyone's round going into that last couple seconds. I mean, another round for NYU. They're, like they said, they have momentum.
They've got momentum.
They're gonna go C8, a buy from the Raiders, and just Summer on this site. I mean,
yeah, it's gonna be a B push.
Marked one.
It's been seemingly all-out pushes. At least 4 people in each of these pushes.
see an Astra ult out here from NYU, but Summer with
They're using
one.
their ults. Summer has to jump out. Wait for the rest of his team.
The bomb isn't being planted while this Astra ult is activated. They're just being patient.
Util comes down. Still waiting for Wright State to come to them.
I mean, with CS Leaf has all this space up in A, they know it's not a rotate, and they're just being silent in sight.
Well, there is a lurk up through mid. Window finally jumps down. Kate going for the plant. And it's a great angle from CS Leaf. Meanwhile, this progress being made in B, but it's only a 2v2 now with Topaz and CS Leaf, but only a hair of HP left.
So Vi's ult is committed here, but does not get anyone with that Rose Garden.
Plant is down, but only a split of HP left, but the Raiders are running out of time. They have to throw the util down. They gotta go quick. No idea where anybody is. Sid walks through! And now it's just Phantom. They have to go for the defuse. It's 1v1 between Topaz and Phantom. Phantom rushes through! Wright State! Back in their favor with only a second exactly to spare. 12-4.
Yeah, I mean, great lurk by CS Leaf, getting the one in mid and then clutching up on the round. I mean,
so
yeah.
I want to go back to pregame where I was standing a little bit that way and I said, please at least give me a 13-4. That I might have gotten my wish. Who knows?
You might have called it. I mean,
I might have called my shot here.
I gotta say from the last round is whoever got Phantom down to 10 HP really won the round for them. I mean, it was just a classic right click at the end.
Well, it's looking like another mid push, but this time a mid push towards B. Not able to find much of anything there besides...
It looks like it's gonna be an A push from NYU. Window.
Ooh, they
getting caught out. But look.
Between the two!
But look at
Soggy
Summer.
Bregan, CS Leaf.
It's all this space, so all of the Raiders are here on this site.
Well, CS Leaf getting pushed, but haven't found him yet. Meanwhile, Summer goes wild for 3! CS Leaf is finally taken out by an Nadian shot, but the damage has been done. It's him against the world. 1v3 to try and keep NYU's hopes alive. And he doesn't even have the spike. Summer is standing right on top of it, and that is all she wrote. I called my shot. 13-4 is your final score on Pearl. 2-0 is your final series score for the Raiders. Summer 28-8 on the Yoru. Absolute dominant performance from him.
Yeah, I mean, MVP is definitely him of this match so far, and I don't know. I do want to give a look at Window. I mean, that clutch on that attack half, so good from Window there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another dominant win as expected. NYU were able to make it at least a little bit interesting towards the end, but not interesting enough to give NYU anything on the scoreboard. So that's going to be all she wrote. Do we know who we have next week?
I believe we have a bye next week.
Ah.
I will look. But yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be...
We have University of Mary Washington next week.
Mary Washington. Okay.
At 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
And that's another team that looks like they have yet to drop a match. I don't think that includes this week, but they are currently 2-0, so maybe the Raiders might have a bit more of their work cut out for them against Mary Washington. But for now, we will have to wait until this time next week to see if the Raiders will be able to repeat this performance against Mary Washington. But for now, this is RJ and Jabub with the Wright State Esports Club saying so long and Raider up.